Hi and welcome back to Alistair Davies Golf. Today's video is all about the reverse pivot. So what is a reverse pivot? So a reverse pivot basically is when the body kind of goes the wrong way in the backswing. The hips would sway towards the trail side. The upper body would side bend laterally left towards target side. And then what we see in the downswing is a counteraction to that, a reverse to that. Hence why it has the name reverse pivot. Now the issues you get with a reverse pivot are contact generally. It can cause path issues also. So if my spine is going the wrong way, it can quite often lead to an over-the-top action. So if I show you from this angle, if I sway in reverse, quite often I can lead to this kind of action on the way down. I am exaggerating things here to really showcase the worst case scenario. So ideally what we want to see really in the backswing is a more stable lower half and the upper body forward bend, side bend and extend correctly to give us a neutral kind of looking spine. That in turn will allow us to transfer our weight correctly, find the low point correctly around the golf ball or just after the golf ball ideally, so that we can make consistent contact and also in turn control our arm swing on the way down to get the golf club delivered perfectly, or as perfectly as we can. So what I want to do today is give you a drill, an exercise, a feel that allow you to get your hips working correctly to allow the spine to work correctly in the backswing. So you'll notice here I've got my golf bag just behind me and there's a reason for that. What I'm going to get you to do is take your setup to a golf ball with your bum just to the target side of your left bum cheek if you like. The idea is then basically on your backswing I want your right bum cheek to try and sit onto that golf bag, sit onto my driver as I would call it. Now this is going to be a slight overkill, a slight over exaggeration of turning the hips and feeling that the pelvis moves towards target side. This in turn will make it much easier to forward bend and laterally flex the correct way in the backswing. So basically turn and pivot correctly in the golf swing. Now far too many golfers and me don't turn the hips enough in the backswing and that causes these kind of issues also. So we get the guys that sway and we get the guys that kind of are too frozen and locked and then cannot make a correct swing, so they don't get the sternum loaded enough in the backswing to deliver the golf club consistently. So this drill is designed to get you to move your hips and pelvis better to allow the spine to kind of flow and everything else to become quite natural. So quite simply, if I take my address position here, make a backswing, try and get my right butt cheek to go towards my driver here, I've got quite an excessive hip turn there. And that's what I'm trying to feel with this drill. And also my hips feel like they're kicked towards target. And again, that means that my spine will work really easily in the correct way in the backswing. Let's have a go at a shot. So if I take my address position again as normal, now nice slow backswing, wind it up, and then hit the ball. You will see there how my pelvis and my midsection of my body really rotated quite hard early on in the backswing. That's exactly what I want you to feel with this drill. So for those guys that can't control the pivot, have that reverse pelvis, that reverse spine in the backswing, I want you to have a go at this exercise. I want you to have a go at this and see how that makes you feel. Once you've done a few swings having a go at it, by all means step away from your bag and hit a golf ball, trying to make sure you have the same feels you had when the bag was there. And that should give you the same sensations you had. So the idea might be you hit 10 in a row with the bag there, then every other shot with the bag there, and then 10 normal shots. And we're looking for those feels to integrate themselves into your golf swing quite naturally. So, massive thanks to Dwyer Golf Resort for allowing me to film some content there this week on the conclusion of our golf school that myself and Chris Ryan run. If you're interested in the golf school in the future, just hook me up down below with a comment or an email or visit my website. If you've enjoyed this video, please click like down below. And if you haven't subscribed already, please do so. I've got regular content every week on a variety of subjects. Also chat. Tell me what content you want. Tell me what videos you'd like, what subjects you'd like me to cover, and I'll come back to you as soon as I can with a video that's appropriate for you. Thanks for watching and see you again here soon.